So we need to find out the value of the given trigonometric expression. Let us begin. So here we'll start with our first ratio. We have cosine of 90 degree plus theta. We can also represent as 1 times 90 degree plus theta. Now that means we have here an odd multiple of 90 degree. Whenever we have an odd multiple of 90 degree, then cosine is going to transform to sine, and the new angle will be only theta. We'll also have to consider the sign of the final answer. So here we have 1 times 90 degree, which means we are in the first quadrant. But adding theta to it takes us to the second quadrant. Now in the second quadrant, only the sine and cosecant are positive, everything else is negative. So we're going to get a negative answer. So here do not get confused with this value sine theta. Here negative is coming because we have mentioned here that cosine function, that means the result of cosine function, that's going to be negative. Not what the value we have obtained, that means the result is a negative number. So cosine of 90 degree plus theta, that corresponds to negative sine theta. Then we have secant of negative theta. So this is going to be equals to positive secant theta. So this is a fact that whenever we have secant of negative theta, in terms of its allied angle theta, this becomes equals to secant theta. Coming to tangent of 180 degrees minus theta. So we can represent 180 degrees as 2 multiplied to 90 degrees minus theta. The 2 times 90 degree, that means we are in the second quadrant, and also 2 is an even number, so we're even multiple of 90 degree. The tangent is going to remain as tangent. So we're going to have tangent and angle is going to be theta. Now 2 times 90 means we are in the second quadrant, but we are subtracting theta from it. But theta, assuming it's an acute angle, that means lying between 0 and 90 degree, no, we are still going to lie in the second quadrant. Now in the second quadrant, only sine and cosecant are positive, everything else is negative. So tangent of 180 degrees minus theta corresponds to negative tangent theta. Coming to secant, 360 degrees minus theta, so 360 can be expressed as 4 times 90 degrees minus theta. So we have here 4, which is an even multiple of 90 degree. 4 is an even number. So secant is going to remain as secant and the angle will be theta. The 4 times 90 means we are in the fourth quadrant. So in the fourth quadrant, cosine and secant are positive, everything else is negative. And also we are subtracting theta from it. Theta being an acute angle lying between 0 and 90 degree. So we are still going to lie in the fourth quadrant. So we're going to get a positive value. So we're going to have positive secant theta. Coming to the next one, we have sine. 180 degrees plus theta. So 180 means 2 times 90 degrees plus theta. So we have an even number multiplied to 90 degrees. So sine function is going to remain as a sine and the angle will be theta. Now 2 times 90 means we are in the second quadrant, but we are also adding an angle theta to it. So when we add angle theta to it, whenever we are adding, it's going to go to the next quadrant. Right, so that means we are in the third quadrant where only tangent and cotangent are positive. This is going to give us a negative value. And finally coming to the final one, cotangent of 90 degree minus theta. So this I'll leave as an exercise for you. So this should give us tangent of theta. Fine. Now that we have all our values, so let's substitute this back into our original trigonometric expression. So with cosine of 90 degree plus theta, so this corresponds to negative sine theta. Then we have secant of negative theta, so that's simply secant theta, times tangent of 180 minus theta, so this is negative tangent theta. So we'll get positive tangent theta, all divided by secant of 360 degree minus theta, which is positive secant theta, multiplied to sine 180 degree plus theta, so that's negative sine theta, and cotangent of 90 minus theta, so that's simply tangent theta. So we can see that the numerator and the denominator factors out to give us 1, and we have a minus value, negative value in the denominator. So our final value is going to be negative 1. So that means the value of this particular trigonometric expression is negative 1.